Drick Blood is here!
Drick blood.
Drink blood.
Drink blood. Drink blood.
Hey, that's cool.
Welcome. This is June 18th, 2010. All the schools are out, so be careful driving. Watch out during the day, because all them little rugrats are out causing havoc in the neighborhoods and the streets. We were out and filmed high school graduation. Flawless. Got to tell you, it was one of the smoothest setups. Beautiful day. It was not the least bit sunny, but that's all right. Overcast is good for filming. It creates a nice even light. Sunshine is horrible. It's too bright in a lot of spaces when you've got the bright sunshine like that. And at Alumni Field, the way that the sun sets behind the bleachers, it's really a horrible angle for the light. But a fantastic show. It's been aired, I think, 2 or 3 times already on the channel. Came out very good. And for those Facebook friends and people who see my posts on Facebook, I did have to use a stick on Mr. Camille once to get him to back up and stay out of my shot. Just once, though. This year, we actually taped a board onto the stage so the dignitaries wouldn't shuffle forward. They'd have like a physical reminder that they shouldn't go more forward. But Mr. Camille, his foot went halfway over. I was polite. I was real discreet. I stuck the stick out and just kind of tapped him on the toe, and he moved his foot back. Thank you, Mr. Camille. The middle school graduation, we also filmed that. Didn't come out as good as the high school graduation. Oh, wait, it's not middle school graduation, because I've been told that if you're going to school next year, it's not considered graduating. But when I went to middle school, it was graduation, wasn't it, Greg?
I think so.
It's Keene Middle School Achievement Day is what it is. But to me, if you leave in one school, you're graduating from that school. So congratulations to all the 8th graders who graduated and left the middle school. And such is life. This year, you were top dogs in your school. You were the 8th grade, the big cats. Now, next year, sorry to say once again, you're nothing. Simple freshmen, that's it. Confused, out of place, dumbfounded freshmen. But don't sweat it, you'll get through it. And you know, if the juniors and seniors are as much help as they were back when I went to school, you're in for hell. I got to read this. Hold on. I want to make sure that, okay, graduation's covered. And we do still have DVDs. If anybody, Cheshire TV has copies of the DVDs if you didn't get it ordered at the graduation, and get a form. And I'm not sure how many people at the middle school even got forms for the copies of the DVD. But if you want one, stop down, email us, let us know you want a copy, and we'll gladly, sell you one. All right. That was all the graduations. School's out. It's going to be horrible for the summer, but it's all right.
They don't go back to school till September.
September is when they go back? Is it they're not starting in August?
No, it's like September.
After Labor Day?
It's right off. September 1st. The first day in September, I think, or something like that.
Do you know what day it is yet, Greg?
No, but they don't go in August.
Okay. I'm just wondering if they'll start on a Wednesday, go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then have a 3-day weekend for Labor Day, which is stupid. I mean, I don't know who sets those schedules. I'm pretty sure it's not the school board. Probably the Department of Education, some cat up there in Concord with a tie that's too tight, it's choking off the air to his brain. And I'll go, oh no, start them before Labor Day, because people don't go on vacation in the summer. Maybe not these days. That's covered. I got to do this because I was supposed to do this last week, but I left it on my desk in the office. It's an email that I got, titled it Awesome Senior Moment. And apparently it's a quote from a government employee who witnessed a recent interaction between an elderly woman and an anti-war protester in a metro station in D.C. So they were in a train station. He says, the elderly woman was behind me getting off the escalator, and a young 20-ish female protester offered her a pamphlet, which she politely declined. The young protester put her hand on the old woman's shoulder as a gesture of friendship, and in a very soft voice, the young lady said, "Lady, don't you care about the children of Iraq?" The old woman looked up at her and said, "Honey, my father died in France during World War II. I lost my husband in Korea and a son in Vietnam. All three died so that you could have the right to stand here and badmouth our country. If you touch me again, I'll take my umbrella and stick it up your ass and open it." Yeah, and I don't think that was out of line at all. Anti-war protesters. I mean, I badmouth the government. I don't badmouth the country. This is a great country. I mean, it's not, all right, it is our fault that the government is screwing it up because we elected the government. But you can't blame us, though. They've lied through their teeth to us over and over and over again, and we are just stupid enough because we've been through the education system to believe them. It's planned that way. The government tells the teachers what to teach to kids so that when the kids graduate and hit voting age, they'll believe all the lies that they're fed. And just, the education system basically is producing sheep. That's all it's doing. It's producing sheep. I don't know. Because what was I seeing? Oh, it was The Daily Show. It's actually Wednesday night's episode of The Daily Show. Jon Stewart did this great bit about Obama's speech talking about how we have to get off foreign oil and we have to become, an energy sufficient nation. And then Jon Stewart went backwards in time and loaded up, got Mr. Sherman and Peabody and fired up the Wayback Machine. Bush Jr. said, we have to get off foreign oil, become an energy independent nation. Clinton said, we have to get off foreign oil. We have to become an independent, energy independent nation. Bush Sr. said, we have to get off foreign oil and become an energy independent nation. Reagan said, we have to get off foreign oil, become an energy independent nation. This goes all the way back to Richard Nixon in the 70s, said we will be off of foreign oil by 1980. What happened? Apparently, Nixon was a liar. If he couldn't get it done, I mean, this is the cat that cut corners, broke laws, everything to be president. But you know what?
I'm pretty
He's
sure
not
they all
getting us
did
off
that.
foreign oil.
He's
You
just the
know,
one that got caught.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he passed the order.
Well, I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure they all cut corners and broke laws to become president, but he's the one that got caught.
Don't badmouth Nixon.
I'm not saying he was a bad man.
This dude, if anybody's going to badmouth Nixon, it's going to be me. He's the one that started this whole war on the drugs thing that I've been involved in for damn near 40 years now. You know, and I'm getting tired. I'm not going to give up the fight, though, because I think, you know, my side's finally starting to win. Maybe my memory's just shot. But anyway, there's a reason.
Their side's dying off.
It could be this side's dying off, too, yeah. There's a reason why we will never get off foreign oil. And that's because huge corporations. They're the people that are actually calling the shots. It's not Obama, it's not FEMA or the EPA or any of them guys. It's the people that are pulling in $40 billion every quarter in profits.
They're hooked up with the big auto manufacturers, and nobody's willing to produce an economical electric-powered vehicle.
Exactly. Exactly. They figure we've got the oil, you know, the infrastructure's all in place. Do you know what it would cost to completely change the infrastructure for nothing but to, instead of pulling into gas stations, you pull into a little electric station, plug your car in, and then pay, I don't know, whatever you pay for a gallon of gas, for a tank of gas. Pull in, you get a charge, what, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks? People would pay it.
Society's already wired for electric. How tough would it be to add an extension cord?
Exactly. Exactly. But we can't.
Actually, we're kind of.
Because the oil companies won't let us. The oil companies won't let us do anything.
They'd rather dump it in the Gulf.
Hey, you know, maybe this is BP's like Boston Tea Party. You know, maybe they're like, we're not going to stand for this. We're just going to dump it into the ocean. You people don't want to pay, you know, $800 a barrel. We'll just dump it in the ocean. I don't know. And they're still cleaning ducks, scrubbing ducks and pelicans and all that. Matter of fact, I think I heard a cruise ship had just left Boston, the Boston area, to go down there and work alongside the crab boats trying to clean up this whole mess. But I don't know. Meanwhile,
Cost of Louisiana shrimp's going to be going up.
it's a good thing you're not in Taiwan, because apparently the Taiwanese Navy has sent out a message to all the fishermen offering them $930 US if they find a torpedo that the Taiwanese Navy lost last week during a drill.
$930?
It's the second time submariners aboard the Dutch-made Hai Lung, or Sea Dragon, have lost a torpedo.
That's a big bullet to lose.
Now, hold on. In 2003, the missing weapon just was washed ashore. So imagine your kid going down to the beach. Oh, look what I found.
Were they trying to save on ammunition and like shoot it and get it back? Usually a torpedo is a one-shot, one-use kind of
Yeah,
thing.
no,
It's like a bullet,
apparently
man.
maybe it just fell out of the boat or something.
fell out.
They
Yeah.
dropped it. They dropped the bullet.
Now,
It was sitting up on deck when they pulled out, and they just forgot to bring it below.
Greg, you were in the Navy, as I was. You were on a submarine. If you lost one submarine, would they have kept you in the Navy?
No.
All right. I didn't think so. Because, I mean, most of the pilots that I knew that lost airplanes, their flying career was pretty much done. It doesn't say. Government-controlled news. I only get so much. Oh, hey, apparently the big thing these days is like the World Cup. It's soccer. Yeah, I guess it's soccer. Huh? I don't know. It must be if it's going to have the world. It's the World Cup. World Cup soccer. Not World Cup tennis, or because there is a World Cup tennis. But this is World Cup, the big one. You know, with the rioting fans, bleachers falling apart. I mean, those are all stuff in the past. This year, the most annoying damn thing is them little friggin' plastic trumpets. Yeah.
Have another beer.
That's, they should plug the bottom of them and fill them with beer.
They probably already got them.
You know, and that's
They're great for letting the guy in front of you know he needs to sit down, though.
for all of you people who haven't watched any news or have been living in a cave for the past week. These things are called vuvuzelas. They named it. Yeah, it's a South African instrument. Little plastic horn. I don't know how it can be like culturally, because the plastics have only been around for so long. But maybe they made them out of wood or something before. But everybody that I have talked to, I can't watch the crap myself. It just bores me to death. Especially, this is like, well, the basketball crap it's going to end tonight. After you're watching this show, the basketball game's on. It's the Celtics against who knows who they're playing. I haven't been following that either. The Lakers. One of them is winning tonight. All of it. So, if you're a Celtics fan and you're in Keene, or actually no matter where you are, if you're a Celtics fan and they win, don't flip cars over. Don't set anything on fire. Don't try to light your farts in celebration. You know? Have a nice, safe, and actually, let's try and have a quiet celebration. Because the World Cup's producing enough noise for everybody. And everybody tells me that. All they hear when they're watching that stuff is those horns. It's like a constant droning. And it's horrible. Now, people have said, you know, they're acting like this is something new. And it's not new. 4 months ago, we were all watching the Winter Olympics. Ski racing, snowboarding, ski jumping. What do you hear? You hear the damn cowbell. Constant cowbell ringing during the Olympics. Bicycle races are the same thing. Tour de France. Same thing. You'll hear the cowbells ringing. Because athletes cannot hear voices from the stands. So in order to show your support, you need to be loud. You need to have one of them little cans of air with the horn on it. You know, the truck horn or the train horn or whatever, to make noise so that these athletes won't feel like they're playing for nothing. Other than, you know, the enormous paychecks that they get. Like that wouldn't be enough. I make over $1 million a year playing a game, but I still want to hear people cheer for me. Screw that. If I'm making $1 million to play a game, I don't care if nobody's in the stands. You know, it could be dead silent for all I care. Just give me my paycheck at the end of the game. Noise doesn't make any difference. And apparently some company, anti-vuvuzeliafilter.com, sells a anti-vuvuzelia filter. Yeah. Doesn't say how much it costs. Oh, it says it's for 2.95 euros. And for those of you who don't have the conversion chart in front of you, that's $3.60.
What is it, a set of earplugs?
No, well, what they've done is they've created an MP3 audio file that has a noise, that has a sound wave that is just as horrific as vuvuzelias, and they cancel each other out, apparently. So I don't know.
Makes a more annoying sound, so you can't focus on the vuva flavor thing.
Apparently, the best thing you can do is just hit the mute button on your TV or turn the volume down, because all the announcements in some foreign language anyway. So you don't need to hear it. I mean, play-by-play in soccer can't be all that interesting anyway. Number 14 kicks it to number 13. He kicks it to number 17. Number 17 kicks it to number 32. Number 32 kicks, goal! How excited? Well, actually, I was a little excited there. And nobody even did a head thing. So... Anyway,
we tried
don't buy
to do the
the
wave,
noise
but-
canceling crap for the Zuzavelias or Vuvuzelias or whatever the hell they are. Just turn the TV down, better yet, turn it off and watch some kind of American sport. I don't know. Maybe you like NASCAR, because that's kind of exciting sometimes. All right, yeah, let's do that. Seeing as how the lights are on, Greg's itching to get in the spotlight. Camera one, we've got Greg hanging out. And you know, Greg, my mother told me last week, she said the show wouldn't be the same without Greg. So I went, I know. In the booth is Bruce and Andrea.
In the Bruce again? In the booth.
No, I
Yes.
said it right this time, right?
We're both here this week. Andrea's doing well. It's been a busy week, though. I mean, I had my birthday. I ended up missing my brother's anniversary on Saturday, which was nice to give him a phone call and say, hey, I'm sorry I forgot, but, you know.
He's probably just
Yeah,
hoping
phone
people
call.
don't remind him he's married.
Well, it's the 2 kids that he's enjoying so much. But that and Friday, when we air, will be my mom's birthday. So got to get together with them.
Happy birthday, Mrs. McAvoy.
Sunday is Father's Day. Our friend Tony had a birthday last week on the 8th. So June is a busy month. I've got my nephew is later on in a month, and then my folks' anniversary at the end of the month, and then Ryan comes up 1st of July, or actually 3rd of July. So
Bunch of the grandkids were this month.
all the grandkids, Jesus, all of your grandkids.
My wedding anniversary would have been tomorrow on the 19th, but I figured out a way to get out of that.
Oh, Lord.
But no, it's been a good week so far, even though the weather hasn't cooperated all that well. But you know, hopefully it gets better. Been kind of wet the last few days.
No, it's, yeah, no worries, Bruce.
Very cool. Andrea flies out on Saturday, go down south. She's going down to be with the kids down there. She got 4 out of 5 of her sons that live down south, and the majority of the grandkids.
10 of the grandkids down there.
So she'll be heading down there for a week. So I have a week's vacation from from Andrea,
Is that what
Wow.
it's called? Oh,
and
it's
she
a
has a week's vacation from me.
No, there won't be a party because every time you go over there, Greg, he'll have the damn video game on. He'll be face right up against the screen, and you barely get two words out of him. I mean, he'll be friendly, but he won't stop playing his game. Not for us.
He'll be saying,
Maybe Real
hi,
Company
hi,
or something,
guys.
maybe.
How you doing today?
No, not just for us.
Oh, maybe for the squirrels.
Oh yeah, he'll spend all his time out with the squirrels probably, if it's nice. So
Are you done
yeah.
ragging on me? I
All
like
right,
to play
yeah.
my games. I like to feed the squirrels. I was out there earlier today. I had a raccoon show up the other night on my birthday. Hung out for like a half an hour, sitting out there eating peanuts. I threw him a corn cob. He wasn't too interested, but he loved the hell out of the peanuts. So
Well, who doesn't?
pretty cool. Yeah, apparently. So
Peanuts are good for you.
I don't know if you wanted to say anything.
Yeah, I did want to say something because I do want to make sure I record this and take a copy down south. But on the 9th, I think it was the 9th or 10th. Oh, she's going to kill me anyways. But it was my granddaughter Tiffany's birthday. And then it was the 13th was the twins, Ashley and Kaylee's birthday. So happy birthday to all three of them. And yeah, so there was a lot of birthdays this month. It was just tons and tons of them.
Yeah, that's why we should just stop doing birthdays.
Oh my God.
Because
Well,
there's too many.
the girls were all happy to have birthdays because they're getting older, but there'll come a time when they'll go, I don't remember.
That's why I don't want to have birthdays anymore.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
see?
getting older.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to going down south with them. I'm not looking forward to the plane ride. The last time I took a plane ride, I set off the alarms, and I had to be searched, patted down, and had the wand over me and everything. So
Poked and prodded.
hopefully this time I'll remember to tell them I've been sliced and diced and I have metal pieces in me.
There you go. That'll work.
But anyways, that was all I wanted to say. There you go, honey.
Back to you, my bud.
All right. I was going to say something else too now, and I forgot. It was about something. Hey, Bike Week's happening. I went over to see my daughter in Northwood last weekend and passed by the bike tent. The free biker food is out in Antrim and going strong. So, driving around New Hampshire this weekend, this is the last weekend of Bike Week. So, be careful. I haven't heard of any motorcycle wrecks yet, but there's always at least one during Bike Week, and it's too bad. All right. I don't know a whole lot else about Bike Week because I've never even been over to one. Let's go back to the World Cup because I thought this was kind of strange. This is a story that comes out of South Korea. Because apparently last Saturday, the South Korea team beat the Euro 2004 champions Greece by a score of 2-0. But apparently, by the South Korean team winning, people in South Korea went nuts. They started feeling all like spendy, if that's a word, like capitalistic, maybe. Started, they win a soccer game, capitalism sweeps over them. Because the Bakwang Family Mart chain stores saw a near doubling of sales in spots where fans had gathered. Stores in residential areas also did well, as those tuning in at home bought 3 times the beer and more than twice the number of snacks. So beer sales is up, snack sales is up, and the Bakwang Family Mart sales was up nearly double. They had one item that sales increased 5-fold. after the victory by South Korea? Condoms. Condoms. Condom sales were up 5 times their normal sales right after the match. Apparently, when you win soccer, it's like Viagra. I don't get it. I mean, I could see after a war or something, you know how condom sales would rise after the soldiers came home, you know? But actually, I mean, it's good advice for all you Celtics fans right there. If the Celtics win tonight, don't flip over cars, buy condoms. Why not? Make balloon animals, yes. Give them to clowns. All right. In St. Louis, this I got to tell you, when you find an honest guy, you should talk about the honest guy. This is a guy that found $58 and gave it back to the owners. No matter the trouble that he went through, because when he spotted the $58, it was in the middle of a pile of dog poop. Yeah. He works for a company called Duty Calls Pet Waste Removal. Apparently, it's his job to go out and scoop up poo. So on a recent call, he noticed money sticking out from one of the piles of doo. And he wasn't sure what he should do, but eventually he pulled the bills out. I'm assuming he put on rubber gloves first, and then pulled the bills out, sanitized them, which I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he probably just pulled them out and sprayed some Febreze on them or something. And placed them in a Ziploc baggie and returned them to the customer. Company said the money was torn, but the serial numbers were identifiable, which means the bills could be returned to a bank and replaced with new money. Yeah. And the Association of Professional Animal Waste Specialists, there's actually an association for them. The Association of Professional Pooper Scooping Guys. They say that Wilson is the first person in his profession to find and report money in dog poop.
It's going to be an Olympic sport.
I mean, he's probably just the first person to report it. I'm sure people have found, you know, numerous things in dog poop, you know, quarters, bottle caps, buttons.
But how often
zippers,
would that come up in conversation?
you know?
Guess what I found in a
Tie
pile of
clips.
dog poop?
No, packaging of meat products.
My daughter got a pit bull for a dog. I was disappointed. That's her puppy, is a pit bull. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's cute. But I looked at it and I said, I went, oh, it's a pit bull. I said, you better get used to him right now. I told her, I said, this is the cutest he'll ever be and the smartest he'll ever be. Right now. I mean, he's a ugly, retarded dog. Pretty much what she got. And she went like 6 friggin' hours away up in Maine to get it. I was like, you work at Petco. Couldn't you find a closer dog? Go way up in Maine somewhere to buy one of these Maine dogs. Probably doesn't even know how to behave in New Hampshire. He is cute, though. I went over. He like chews on these sneakers, and he tries to fight the cat. He went after her cat, and her cat's like twice as big as him. Cat just got right up on his back legs and went whack, smacked the dog down. It was funny. It was funny. So Mexico City. The bull charged, and the matador Christian Hernandez took off. across the ring, over the wall, and into controversy. Apparently, he didn't know the finer points of bullfighting, which is to stay in the ring and fight the bull. He was terrified, and he was arrested. Breach of contract. He was released after paying a fine. In a television interview, he said, there are some things you must be aware of about yourself. He said, I didn't have the ability, I didn't have the balls, this is not my thing. That's, when they let the bull into the ring, that's not the time to find that out. But apparently it's a rarely seen sight in bullfighting when the bull comes out and the bullfighter spins around with his cape and dives over the wall and drops his cape in the process. Apparently, several months ago, he was gored by another bull grievously. Pretty sure that means on purpose.
I think that's
Seems like, yeah. I got hit in the face once, and yeah, it was that moment right then I decided, I don't think I like to fight. All right. Yeah. Can we go to the music? Would that be cool? Because we do have a music. We skipped the musical interlude last week because I was just on such a tear about something. But this week on the Mom's Tattoo musical interlude, we have Long Before Techno.
All right, live your days. Late in the evening, my people are leaving me all alone. And my how the time just fly when you're finding your stride, time to go home. And just when I start to groove, everything come unglued, and now you whoa. Your picture perfect view fade away about too soon, yeah, that's for sure. Find the flow, but don't get me caught in the undertow. Mind the way you live, yo. The way you live, yo. Find the flow, but don't get me caught in the undertow. Mind the way you live, yeah. The way you live your days, yeah. The way you live your days, yeah. The way you live your days. And now you're searching for a way to take it back to the day when you had it all. A lot less burning off and can't be learning till you fall. You fall flat, your face finish the last in the race, but you're almost there. So pick yourself off the ground so you can go another round if you dare, or if you care, or if you dare to face the truth, the monkey much less proof they hope they'd be. Well, the things of that we care, what sometimes cause the most despair, oh, can't you see? Just from sight, it could be a real godsend, and now you're self-defeated, you wind up making it self-do, yeah, that's for sure. Find the flow, but don't get caught in the undertow. Find the way you live, yeah. The way you live, yeah. Find the flow, but don't get caught in the undertow. Find the way you live, yeah. The way you live your days, yeah. The way you live your days, yeah. Oh, the way you live your days. The way you live your days, yeah.
Right. That's what a great band. And that was from a few years ago. I still think they play every now and then at EF Lane. I went and had an eye exam Thursday morning. Was lucky enough to get in quick. And my prescription's changed a little bit. I'm old. And I need the bifocals. Yeah. But it'll be a lot better than taking my glasses on and off to film stuff. I'll be able to see. But it's really cool the way that they do eye exams now. Of course, I haven't had an eye exam in like 10 years because I can see. So if something is working, I don't go to a doctor, eye doctor either. I mean, it's the whole money thing. I'm damn cheap. You know, and they go, oh, you need an eye exam every year. It's like, well, you know, that's $130 to $200 a year. Sorry, I can find better things to spend that money on. But every 10 years, I'll get them checked, and unless something goes wrong. But they've got a machine. You put your eye up against this machine, and they actually take a picture of the back of your eye, and they can show it to you on a computer screen, and you can see how gross it is. But I've got a freckle on the back of my eye. I can't even see it. But the doctor said that you have to watch things like that, just like a regular freckle on your skin. So apparently I'm going to have to go in once in a while and to have the eye doctor lady look at my freckle. All right, check out my freckle. All right. Right after my eye exam was, of course, Thursday mornings is I meet up with Asa Tarot, and we do, today was fitness and ice cream. We filmed the episode at Rick's Ice Cream, which was kind of cool. We didn't eat any ice cream, and I wasn't paying that close attention to figure out how Asa's blending ice cream and fitness, because, I mean, real ice cream's fattening, you know, and if you add that low-fat ice cream, it's just, bleh. You can't have ice cream with low fat. Ice cream, in order to make ice cream better, you should add more fat. It's the only thing that could make ice cream better, is to put more fat in. But, hey, Rick's Ice Cream, they make like ice cream cakes. They make like an ice cream bundt cake. You'd probably like this, Andrea. An ice cream bundt cake, and then in the hole in the middle, he put like fresh fruits. Like blueberries and blackberries and strawberries and stuff, and bananas. And a cupcake would have fit nicely in there too. But he used fruit instead of the cupcake. So apparently because it was fitness and fiction, you know, the whole fitness healthy part was the fruit. For fitness and fatties, Bruce, we could put, you know, the cupcake in the middle. They also make ice cream pizza, which is very cool. Of course it's frozen. It's ice cream. No, it's not frozen. It's room temperature. That's why it spreads out. But it's like a brownie pizza crust. And they put ice cream on the top of it, and then they put on one of them he put M&Ms and cherries and crunched up Oreos and chocolate chips and like chocolate drizzly stuff. It looked really good. And then the other one he made, which is like a banana split ice cream pizza thing. It had the same bottom, the brownie bottom, with like ice cream spread all over it, and then strawberries all the way around the outside, and like bananas on the inside, and some walnuts, and then the little chocolatey, drizzly stuff. Yeah. And then, of course, if you were me, you would cover the entire thing with whipped cream. Because I ain't scared of a heart attack. So fitness and ice cream. When we also filmed another one of his episodes over at Synergy today. And what a cool little store that is. They've got everything. Jewelry, sunglasses, shorts, snowboards, skateboards, bathing suits, nice, like nice clothes. Anyway, that was the whole fitness and fiction shoot today, which it wears me out. In Miami, apparently an attorney went to the Miami Federal Detention Center earlier this month. And they wouldn't let her in. The attorney was a woman. And according to the Miami Herald, the underwire in her bra set off the metal detector at the jail. And the guards wouldn't let her inside because she had the underwire metal under thing in her bra. Apparently, you could sharpen that and make a shank if you hook it to a toothbrush or something you could stab with. So, she said she was going in to see her client. They wouldn't let her in because of her underwire thing. So, being an attorney, she's smart. So, she went into the bathroom, took her bra off, tried to go back inside. They wouldn't let her inside the jail because she wasn't wearing a bra. And apparently, the one thing that they don't want in prisons, where guys are locked up for years and years and years, they don't want women in there running around with no bras. It's a safety thing, really. Pretty sure. It's like liabilities. I mean, who knows what could happen. But officials at the detention center declined to comment to the newspaper, as did the attorney who was involved. So, I don't know how it's government news. I don't know how they get this stuff. In Boise, Idaho, 74-year-old Boise woman, Joy Cassidy, was picked up last Sunday at a library and arrested moments after the police say she pulled through the outside drive-thru and dumped a jar of mayonnaise in the box designated for reading materials. Apparently this lady doesn't like books. She's a person of interest in at least 10 other condiment-related crimes. Let's say what other type of condiment-related crimes they were. Just say that she's under investigation for other cases of vandalism that started in May of 2009. And library employees have reported finding books in the drop box covered in corn syrup and ketchup. So, she probably goes into Wendy's and dumps the salt and pepper all over the table, so it opens the ketchup packets. Greg, you worked at Wendy's. You know all about that stuff. All right. I got to do this one because we might talk a little about this. It's another story out of Germany. Man, I should move to Germany. I'd be able to do a show every day with the stupid crap going on over there. Apparently, a German student created a major traffic jam in Bavaria after he made a rude gesture at a group of Hells Angels motorcycle gang members. threw a puppy at them and then escaped on a stolen bulldozer. That's right. Flying puppies. Nothing. I mean, hey, you could
Must
throw a
not.
rock, you could throw a dog.
Must not be allowed to carry firearms, so he threw a puppy.
I don't know. He apparently at one point he dumped the bulldozer. I mean, that's everything that a story needs right there. Hell's Angels, a German student, a rude gesture, and airborne puppy. You know? I mean, you figure if you throw a rock at somebody, it'll hit them once. Fall to the ground, they'll go, ouch. You throw a dog at somebody, it'll hit the person, they'll go, ouch. The dog will then bite the person. They'll go, ouch, ouch. See where I'm going? A dog is quite an impressive weapon. And depending on what kind of dog, possibly a deadly weapon. I mean, I could see you wouldn't be afraid if somebody threw a chihuahua at you or something. But if somebody threw a small pit bull or a Rottweiler or something, yeah.
I think it's the person who threw a Rottweiler.
And this is another one that's got a great quote by the police, the German police. Of course, it's in German, so I can't read it. No, not really. I used that joke before. I talked about getting an email from Japan, but it was all in Japanese, so I couldn't read it. A spokesman for the local police said what motivated him to throw a puppy at the Hells Angels is currently unclear. Yeah. He also added that the student had lately been suffering from depression. You know, when I'm depressed, that's the first thing I do is throw a puppy at the Hells Angels. Because the adrenaline really wipes the depression out of you when you start running away from them. I don't know how he got away on a bulldozer. Hells Angels have motorcycles. It seems like they would be able to keep up with a bulldozer. Oh yeah, the police spokesman also said the puppy was now in safe hands. Somebody's not going to throw.
Angels probably kept
Going, hey, thanks for the puppy. Oh, man. Well, hey, we were off the air today, or we're still off the air, or we might not even be on now. What a surprise that would be to me. But don't worry, if you don't see us tonight, you can see us on Monday morning at 3, or on Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon, or Wednesday at 10 in the morning. So if you miss us on Friday night, catch us one of them other times. If you're looking at your TV right now and don't see us, watch one of the reruns. See what I did there?
Yeah, you don't see us.
Yeah, so we were off the air. We got all our electric stuff fixed. So the lights will probably be on next week, too. I don't think we're going to gain anything other than we're going to be paying for the electricity that we use and not. Because apparently there's been some controversy about what we've been paying for electric here at Cheshire TV. And I'm trying to remember the conversation. There were 2 boxes in the basement when the city guys came over to check what went where. They turned off the power to Cheshire TV. Everything in the building went dead except for Lee's office. So, I don't really know. But anyway, that's all straightened out now if you're seeing us. If you're not seeing us, something went horribly wrong. But we should be on by 6 o'clock at night, I would imagine, because I've never known an electrician to work past 6.
On a Friday?
Yeah, especially on a Friday. Yeah.
He's getting that up too.
We haven't done any of these for a while, so I'll do a couple of, since how we've got like a minute and a half, I'll do a couple of useless facts. A fully loaded super tanker traveling at normal speed takes at least 20 minutes to stop. That's important because we've already got enough oil in the ocean.
Probably gonna take 30 minutes now.
They should take 30 minutes. The standard grave. We want to know how big the standard grave is? 7 feet 8 inches by 3 feet 2 inches by 6 feet. 6 feet deep. And man releases more than 1 billion tons of pollutants into the Earth's atmosphere every year. So don't sweat the small stuff. That's funny. Yeah, we dump oil in. We're screwing up the entire Earth. But don't worry. When she's tired of us, I keep saying, she'll just shake once. We're like fleas. Because we're nothing. It's funny because I was going to announce who was on No Spin. But it's John McClane and the 2 dudes from the disorderly housing thing and 2 ladies from the art walk that already happened. Because No Spin didn't film tonight because we didn't know if we'd have power back. So thank my crew. Thanks Mom's Tattoo. Thank everybody for watching. Till next week. Peace.
Stop. There are kids watching. That's no way to teach kids how to behave.